Daddy born poor, Mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. It is Thursday, September 12th, 2024, 6:30 in the morning. And here at Forex Smart Trade, our goal is to help you become a successful currency trader. And we do that by teaching you how to trade with our simple but very accurate proprietary trading indicators. And we do it with personalized one-on-one training, which we think is the most expedient way to get you from point A to point B. And we're so confident in how well we can do it that once we've trained you, we'll let you trade with our funds and split what you make. So it's a win-win for both of us. We make money when you make money. So our interests are aligned and all is good. In purpose of today's session is twofold. One is to show you one of the dozen different trade strategies that we have, and two, so that you can evaluate for yourself how well the indicators work. So with that, let's jump in. We first need to listen to this guy, and then we'll get going.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the ways we teach is by these live webinars. I do 3 of them a week, Monday afternoon and Tuesday and Thursday morning at this time. Also every afternoon around 4:15, I send out a overnight trade setup, which you with a little video so that you can see how I figured it out. It's a slightly different strategy than the one that we're using this morning. And when you become a regular member, we do these every day, every morning at 10 a.m., every evening at 6 p.m. And it gives you a chance to see an experienced trader walk through their analysis so you can learn from them, understand their thinking, and be able to replicate what they do. And then again, one of the keys to being good at this, no matter who you study from, is the constant training. And we have training sessions all the time, every week, because it's by working on the fundamentals you get better. I like to work off of a little checklist, helps keep me focused. Every day I start by just refreshing my green chart. It keeps the memory fresh, lets us move along a little faster, it picks up any updates, and just things operate better. Good habit every day is to review the trades that didn't go the way you thought. And because on our indicators, you can go back to the specific time that you took the trade and see exactly what you were looking at and kind of analyze it to see what it was that you missed or what was in there that may have caused the trade to go the other way. And the more frequently you do that, the more information you have in your pocket, and the better you get. For those of you who took last night's overnight trade, Euro USD was still open this morning. If you haven't already yet, I would close it. I closed mine just a little bit ago. It is just a little bit out of the money. It was very close to break even. So just if you haven't closed it now, because we've got, as you'll see, we've got a a signal on the euro or USD is buy, 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 buy. It's a buy across the board. So just close it off now, and we'll come up with a new opportunity in just a minute. We are technical traders. We are trading based on the price action. Our indicator is very good at helping us pick the direction of the market. And if we can pick the direction of the market, we can make some money, either up or down. But news does impact currency prices, so we want to know what that news is. And one of the best places I've found to see the news is forexfactory.com. Forex Factory breaks news down into 3 categories: yellow, which is low impact. We ignore those; orange, medium impact; and red, high impact. And on these red guys, these are the ones we want to trade around. And this morning we've got some news on the euro coming out at 8:15 our time. And then we've got some news on the USD coming out at 8:30. So we're going to take the euro and the US dollar off the board. I don't like to trade within 2 hours of this window, and we are within the 2 hours of this window. Reason being is that these numbers are all, somebody has them sitting on their desk. They were figured out before this morning. And the information tends to leak a little bit beforehand. People who have got access to the people who publish this are able to find it out and start trading on it before it's officially released. So, and by the time our indicators pick up on the move generated because of the news, it's too late. So we're going to stay away from these two. We have a dozen different trade plans, and when we coach people, we kind of customize the trade plan based around your availability to trade and your preferences. The one I principally trade off of is something called the 10-point trade. I like to trade it on a 1-hour chart. On a 1-hour chart, trades are worth between 5 and 35 pips. And my sweet spot's 11 pips. If I can carve out 11 pips 3 times a day, I am doing terrific. And on one of these trades, I'm expecting it to close within 1 to 3 hours. And the strategy is basically there's 3 parts of the chart. I am looking for the lines in all 3 parts to agree. And when they do, I have a high probability trade that the move is going to be in the direction I'm predicting. So with that, let's jump in and take a look and see what we've got this morning. The chart we're going to trade off of is the light 6 major, which is one of the standard layout charts. This first chart is US based, and it's a composite chart. It's showing us 6 different currency pairs. Now, I know I said we weren't going to trade the USD this morning, but we can still take a look and see. Part of what I want to do here is help you be able to identify what a good trade setup is. So we can still see what a good trade setup looks like. I start with the middle section of the chart, which is what we call the majors and minors. This red and green line is the major indicator. The black and gray is the minor indicator. Horizontal blue line is the overbought line. When the market's overbought, that's a good time to sell. Horizontal red line is the oversold line. When the market's oversold, that's a good time to buy. So I'm looking for situations where we are overbought and the lines are coming down like here. And we're going to ride it down through the channel, and then we get our 2 red candles. We carve out our 11 pips. Then when it gets down to here, we're going to ride it back up. Now, the 3 elements or 4 elements I'm looking for are one, that we're oversold. So we were oversold. Two, that all the lines are going up. They are all going up. Three, that the green line is crossed over the red, which it is, and the gray line is crossed over the blue, the black, which it is. And on the green line here, I like to see that greater than 45 degrees. It is not. It's less than 45 degrees. I also don't like that it's got a kink in it where I'm going from kind of more steep to less steep. I want it the other way, where it's going from less steep to more steep. So we're going to pass here. Euro USD oversold, going, well, not everybody's going up. The miners here are sideways. I will sometimes, generally, I don't like to trade when the green line has gone past the halfway mark. So we wouldn't here, but given that we had an open trade and this is going up very steeply, we just closed it because the trade's just going to keep losing money here. So because it's so far, well, we've got everybody going up here. But again, I wouldn't take this because we're it's almost overbought. And I don't know how much is left in the move. I don't want to get stuck when it's up here and then it turns and comes back. Pound USD, majors are overbought, minors are sideways, so nothing there. US dollar, Canadian dollar, we don't have agreement between the majors and minors. We're in the middle of a channel. Dollar, Swiss franc, overbought. And again, we don't have agreement between the majors and minors. The majors are coming down, the minors are going up. I also don't like to trade when the majors are so far away from entering the channel, because they can hang out up here for a while before coming down. My goal is to get in and get out. I find that's easier to do when the green line is close to entering in the channel. Dollar, yen. We just touched overbought. Everybody's going up. We don't have the double cross. Plus, I don't like the steepness on the line here. The green is touching the red, but it hasn't crossed over the red. Well, it's borderline crossing over the red, but again, not enough steepness. So I've cloned this chart. We've got 6 more currency pairs. These are non-USD pairs. Euro pound. Oversold. We just touched oversold. Majors are going up, but minors are sideways. So I don't quite have, I want everybody going up. When everybody's going up, I've got a higher chance. If I don't see what I want here, I don't need to look up here or down here. Australian dollar, yen, just touched oversold. Everybody's going up. We do have the double cross, but the slope on the slope on the green line is 45 degrees, but it's got a little kink in it where it's going from more steep to less steep. So I don't like that. Plus the time of day, we're trading off of an hour chart, and right now it's evening in both of these markets. I want one of these markets to be actively trading because I want the move to happen quickly. Quickly, I mean 1 to 3 hours. So because it's non-prime time in these markets, even though I have the signal, I'm going to pass. Euro Canadian dollar, we're just reaching overbought. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, reaching overbought. Majors still going up. Minors have turned. Pound yen. We didn't quite make oversold, but everybody's going up. Double cross. Green line is at 45 degrees. So I've got the 3 points here. When I have the 3 points here, I am going to jump up to the TNTs and count how many lines are supporting the buy signal. Thick orange is going up, telling me buy. Thin orange is going up, telling me buy. thick blue is coming down, telling me buy. Each of these is measuring the rate of change at a different speed, and dotted blue is going up. When blue comes down, that means buy. When blue goes up, that means sell. So 3 of the 4 are telling me buy. I need at least 3 of the 4. And I have very weak up pressure. Both of these lines are going up. So with that, when I see the signal I want to confirm it. And I confirm it by taking a look at the position on the 2-hour and the 4-hour. And when we are overbought, oversold, I want the 2-hour to be oversold, and I want the 4-hour to be oversold. We don't have that in either of these spots. Here we're way overbought with the major kind of coming down a little bit, and here we're just touching overbought with everybody going up. Well, you could argue, well, everybody's going up on the 2-hour, so that's okay. The issue is when we're overbought, at some point it's going to turn and go down. And I don't want to get stuck holding a buy when this turns. If it's down here, even if this signal weakens, if it's oversold and the 2-hour, the 1-hour weakens, I'll still pick the trade up off of the 2-hour. It'll just take longer to happen, but I won't lose money. And it looks like right in here, we're sitting on a resistance area. So I don't have the confirmation that I want on the trade. So let's keep going. Euro Australian dollar overbought, but majors are now sideways. So again, I've cloned this. Let's see what else we have. Canadian dollar, yen, oversold. Everybody's going up, but I do not have the double cross, and the green line looks like it's a little bit less than 45 degrees. So we'll pass. Euro New Zealand, overbought. Majors are sideways. Majors are going up. Minors are sideways. Pound New Zealand dollar, overbought. Majors going up. Minors sideways. New Zealand dollar, yen, oversold. Majors are sideways. Not everybody's going up. New Zealand dollar, USD, oversold. Minors going down. Majors going up. So we don't have agreement. Euro Swiss franc, overbought, everybody going up, so nothing there. Now here's a case where we're overbought and we had a big up move. So you can carve out 11 pips buying when we're overbought. Actually, it looked like it turned here, and then you've got this big up move. That's just not part of my trade strategy. So I limit the number of trades that I'll take because I'd rather take fewer trades and have a higher percentage of winners. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. We were oversold. Everybody's going up. Double cross. Good steepness on the green line. It's better than 45 degrees. It is less than halfway. So I like this. 2 orange lines going up, 2 blue lines going down. So all 4 are telling me buy. Problem is I've got very weak down pressure. I want these lines either going up or I want the green line on top, and I don't have that. So I'm going to pass. We might come back to that, but for right now, we're gonna hold off. Oversold, Swiss franc, yen, oversold. Everybody's going up, but we don't have a good enough. We've got the double cross, but not enough steepness on the line. Euro yen, touched oversold. Everybody's going up, double cross. Good steepness on the green line, less than halfway. We've got the kink in the line going from less steep to more steep. So like this, 2 orange lines going up, thick blue coming down. So 3 of the 4, and we've got up pressure here. So the euro yen is a buy. So let us do our confirmation. By looking at the 2 and the 4 hour. Oh, we've got the, I want the 2 hour to be oversold. They don't have to be going up, and I want the 4 hour. But here we've got disagreement. So here the 4 hour is telling us down, the 1 hour is telling us up. I don't mind if this is going down if it's oversold, but I do mind if it's going down and it is overbought. So again, I don't like that, so we're gonna pass. Euro, where was it? Oh, it must have been on 4. Euro yen. All right, we lost our double cross here. Pound Australian dollar, everybody sideways. New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc, disagreement. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. Canadian dollar, Swiss franc. Sell. Overbought, everybody's going down. Double cross, reds on top, blacks on top. 2 orange lines are going down, dotted blue going up, so 3 of the 4. I've got weak up pressure, but red is on top. So 1 point here, 3 points here, and 3 points here. So let us take a look at what the 2 and the 4 hour. Let's do our confirmation. So Canadian dollar, CHF, overbought. In this case, they're going down. They don't need to be going down. So I like this. When we see this, then we need to figure out what it is worth. Figure out what it's worth. I am going to go to a clean chart. And look at how good these, this was a trade we took the other day, but look at how the lines are, support and resistance lines, how good they were. So Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, we're going to scrunch up the chart a little bit. Since I don't normally trade this, we want to see where the support and resistance lines are. And the more data points we have, the better the spot of the line. So I'm looking for spots where we seem to naturally stop. I don't know, maybe in here, right in here, in here, in here, over here. And that's going to become the channel of which, within which I trade. And they're usually about 30, 40 pips apart on the Euro USD. So here we're at 26.7 to 36.0. So that's about 30 pips. Do I have 2 lines here? Oops. Yeah. And I want to know what the trend is. So here we get a little bit of a downtrend. Here we're trading into an uptrend. So we're looking at taking a sell into an uptrend. So I'm going to take less pips. So I'm going to open this up a little bit so I can see it a little better. And I want to know how much room I have from where we are to this line, because these lines will become the channel. So here we've got 20 pips down. And 13 pips up. 20 pips down and 13 pips up. And to here, we have 10 pips. So let's take a look one more time at the we just barely have the double cross. Ooh. This line has changed. Before it was going down. Now it is going up. Not quite ready yet. Not quite ready. We've kind of lost the double cross here. So it looks like we're going to pass on this. Let's see if we can. I'm going to change gears because we've just gone through the entire the 24 pairs, and we didn't see a good setup using the 10-point trade. I'm going to see if we have a little scalp trade here. The scalp trade is something called the thick orange line trade. And it looks at what the position of the thick orange line is. The thick orange line is a scaled number. And when this line is as low as it can go, this number here is at 0. And when it is as high as it can go, this number is at 10. So when this is at 0, it doesn't think there's any more down in the move. So that's a good time to buy. And when it's at 10, it doesn't think there's any more up in the move. So that's a good time to sell. And you can take this trade on a 1-hour chart when there's less than 5 minutes left. And we've got about 2.5 minutes left in the hour. So I'm looking for 0 or 10 or within one of either end. So I'm going to kind of go fast. 2 isn't close enough. 6 isn't close enough. 2 isn't close enough. 6 not close enough. Not close enough. Not close enough. Not close enough. No. 0 or 10 is what I'm looking for, or within 1. So none of these are close enough. No. This is almost close enough. 8.9. I want it to be 9 or better. And when this is 9 or better, and the red line is like you see it here, it's above the blue line, that's a good trade. But this is just a little bit shy. No. And then on the USD, no. So nothing. I probably wouldn't take this either because it's not prime time in either of this markets. Even if this were better than 9, I want one of these two markets to be actively trading, and it's evening time in these two markets. So I'm sorry, guys. This morning we did not find a good trade, but that's okay. You only need a couple good trades a day to be able to make good money at this. And one of the things you can do, even though I was kind of walking you through each of those trades, is with our simulator, you can go ahead and program in the trade setup so that it will actually text you when the setup is there, so that you don't even have to sit and watch. Now, in the morning I'm here, I like to watch, but you can have it set up so that if the signal you're trading with comes up, it will send you a text and notify you so that you know to come look at it and take the trade. And sometimes you'll see when I'm doing the overnight trade, I have it programmed in there, even though I know that like that's the only time you can take that trade. So I'm looking at it, but it will notify me even though I'm looking at it saying, hey, the trade is there or the trade's not there. If you want to learn to trade, the best way to do it is find somebody who's good at it and get them to teach you. We are good at it. These indicators are the best I've seen. They've been around for a long time. They've made lots of people lots of money. We can show you how to do this. And we're so confident that once we've trained you, we'll let you trade with our money. Thanks for joining me. See you this afternoon when I send out the overnight trade, and have a terrific day. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.